So here's some insights on a parenthood, right? So if you are a mother or father, not a birthing person, and there's some other names. But what I like to do to inspire you is if you have children who leave messes, usually everywhere they go, right? See? Okay? I mean, some of this is mine. But if you do have children like that, you can leave it for them. And I let things pile up. Like this here is really Sarah's. This is mine. So you can leave it. But in the meantime, I'll go around and tidy up. I put on something like this. I'm going to eat first. And then I'm going to be excited about that. I get to clean up after them sometimes, right? It's just that I'm so grateful that I have children that's a sign. If I see a mess, yes, it means that it's a sign that they're being lazy, and I will help them to help themselves over and over again until one day it just goes, okay? But other times I say, you know what? It's a sign that they are still here in this house with me, and that I am so grateful that I get to clean up after them. You might say, what are you, stupid, Lisa? What are you, crazy? Oh yeah, hey, look, this might be a better view now that we're inside. Oh, it's still itchy and I want to scratch it, but I can't. See, I don't know. Can you see this better at all? Not that you really care. It's looking a lot better for sure, but there is medication on it. It's kind of smoothing out all that nasty stuff. It does look a ton better. Yeah. I feel like the price is right, people, but mine is poison ivy. You know how they used to go? Yeah, all my poison ivy. So that's all I'm saying is that you don't have to clean up after them all the time. But when you choose to, you can be grateful. Have a grateful heart that you're all together, that you are alive on this earth in this moment. Because we take advantage and take for granted that we're alive. You know what I'm saying? And that, our miseries take over us. And when you give, it's in the giving. I'm grateful. It's when you're grateful that you have joy. So be joyful that you get to occasionally, not all the time, because I do have to, I'll pick and choose what I want, right? So I'll always leave the dishes. So I might leave the dishes, right? And I might say, put the cereal away, even though it was their job. You know what I'm trying to say here? Come on, you know what I mean, right? Another way for me personally to be inspired to clean and make my house a home is to light candles that have nice smells, except this isn't lighting. You know what I'm saying? So you want to light candles, maybe put some certain lighting on. I love having this little circle thing here for holy books and Our Lady and candles and pumpkins and it's funny because my son came here this morning to work on his computer for his schoolwork, and he lit the candle. I would never do it, even though he's almost 16. I don't want any candles lit while I'm out. But he was sitting here, and he got his favorite candle, and he was sitting by the firelight, and it inspired him and gave him comfort to work by the firelight. But even though they're older, I always hide the lighters. And what am I saying to you? What am I saying to you? Oh yeah, I don't want candles lit while I'm not around, like out of the house. And there's no candles upstairs. Table, fireplace mantle, and stove. That's it. Maybe on the island. Okay, squash time. This product, I don't know what the lasting effects will be, how fast it will heal, but I put this on. And I put it everywhere that I could think of would be a spot. And I have to say, I am not itchy. You know what? This arm kind of burns just because it's been so traumatized. It feels like a burn when you have poison ivy to me. And because there were moments many times that I didn't care that I would scratch and scratch, but I guess I'm finding out that people are saying to me, and maybe you were one of them, that there's oil underneath. It got underneath. And I'm saying, but I didn't roll in it. I just grabbed it for a second. I mean, was it like pouring itself into my flesh? I don't get it. But anyway, this stuff for about $4. And it says it's for mosquito bites. And up to 2 years old, or 2 years olds can have it. Am I saying this right? Okay, anyway, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna eat. It's so good. This is the other reason why we should clean up after our kids sometimes, is because as I'm doing it, I'm realizing certain things. I'm like, isn't that cute that my ways have gone on to my son with lighting the candle while he was, studying. I know we have a dirty plate here, but here he was with the candle, so cute. And my ways have become his ways, that they delight in the very things that I delight in. And if you're one of those people that says, come on, don't you want to do this activity anymore? It's really because you want to do it. Because a lot of times they'll say no, and you'll be like, come on, let's do it. And I had to come to the conclusion that I like certain things that are kid-like. And it's okay. You just have to admit it, ladies and gentlemen. Just admit it. So I just put a ton of pepper in there because I like it that way. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm not necessarily going to eat all of it. We'll see. I could. I'm going to try. But, I don't know. I'm going to say it again. Why do I always forget? Oh, this stuff is so good. What was it? Oh, it's really close up. I'll be on your TV screen really big. Yeah. You know what would be amazing in this thing? But I'm not going to do it. Although I really want to. But it's all that GMO stuff is corn. Oh, it would be so good in this right now. Whoa. Well, I'm enjoying it, but not to the fullest. And I'm saying why. I couldn't figure out why. And so I got this really hot bite, because the microwave doesn't do it evenly. And it was nice and hot. And I said, wow, is that good? And don't you know, that was the problem. Problem solved. Yeah. I am crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, my love. I don't really remember how the words go. I'm crazy for crying and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy, this is for you-know-who, for loving you. Oh, listen to the symphony. I have a feeling this is Pavarotti, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds like him to me. I could be wrong, but it's so good. He's gone now. He passed away from cancer. My father loves and adores him, and I don't blame him. Ready? Hey, I already declared that I was somewhat crazy, so it's okay. We're gonna get our soup out. We don't want to burn ourselves now. Oh, I can hear it steaming now. I'll show you in the microwave because I cleaned it. Haha. Now, if you can ever find one of these, check this out. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Instead of a pot holder, you put your bowl in there. Is that not like amazing? So you can carry it. Whoa. Look at that. See? Look at that. You couldn't do that otherwise. Come to the table with me, with Pavarotti. I love operas. I love symphonies. I love it because you can take your mind anywhere you want it to go. You can think about whatever you want. Your mind is endless. So eating in the morning to me, even though 11 is kind of late in the morning, it really stops me from overeating all night long. Instead of going on and on with it, you know? Look at it, look at it, look at that. Is that not beautiful? This is squash, ladies and gentlemen. I call it my squash soup. Oh, yeah. Look at it, look at it. I have to ask if that is Pavarotti. That is so Pavarotti. If you don't know who he is, look him up on YouTube. You will die. It's wonderful. Anyway, this is spectacular. Really hot now. And that's the way it tastes amazing. Take your time when you're eating. Maybe read a holy book or something, eh? If you're by yourself, it's all right. You're never alone. You got God all the time. You got your guardian angels. You got Mr. Pumpkin over there, okay? You're never really alone. I got stuff on top of them now, but look at my stools over there. Isn't that cute? They gotta have fun too. It's the fall. They were begging me to come out. They said, please let us stay in the kitchen. We promise we'll be good. And look, they don't even mind that their faces are covered. They don't even mind. So you guys are faithful. Thanks. So I'm sitting here eating and reading. My book, somebody wet it. I cannot keep it on the table. So Psalm 125 says, God, remember we were talking earlier when I came out of the van, that God is blessing our lives. God, protector of his people, those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which cannot be shaken, but endures forever. Okay, so as the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds his people, both now and forevermore. The scepter of the wicked will not remain over the land allotted to the righteous. Ha! Allotted to the righteous, okay? For then the righteous might use their hands to do evil. Do good, O Lord, to those who are good, to those who are upright in heart. But those who turn to crooked ways, listen up, the Lord will banish with the evildoers. Peace be upon Israel. That's right. This is what I feel like. When the Lord brought back the captives to Zion, we were like men who dreamed. Our mouths were filled with laughter, our tongues with songs of joy. Then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Restore our fortunes, O Lord, like streams in the... I don't know how you say that word. Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. That's right, those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. He who goes out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with him. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I have this, but it took me personally a really long time. Oh, I don't know where my fly friend went. See this here? I made a box because I was doing my group, my grieving group the other day. And I saw a fly that was having a really hard time because his wings, it's like he almost didn't even have any. Very, very little. And so I gave him food and he was eating it. I watched him eat it, an apple. And I left him over there. He's probably walking around the house. He cannot fly. But that's what it feels like. It feels like, so for over 2 years, so July, August, September, and we're in October. So I would say a year and 3 months, or excuse me, over 3 months over when Steve passed away. We're over 2 years now. I wish you could taste this. It's so good. It's not even funny. It took me personally 2 years of severely, okay? When I say severely, I'm talking like severely, like with every ounce, every cell of my body was searching for peace within God, all right? And why it took 2 years, I don't know. Because I kept on swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I kept trying to find the trust, you know. And yes, I am pumped up because the agency said that that they would work with me. Yeah, that feels great, you know. But even right before that, I was still nervous, but it was coming closer to not, like just saying, just throwing my hands up and going, Lord, I really don't know. I really don't know my future. But I know that you do. You have a plan for me. And it was really starting to trust in God more, which is like so amazing, right? Because we don't want to be filled with anxiety. We want peace. You have to have peace without overeating, without doing drugs, without going to impure things, without running to the, to a man or a woman for that comfort, even though it's wonderful. Just God alone, and then God will bring you all that you need. He has to come first. It's the bottom line. It's how it goes. Even when we overeat, it's like he's gonna be like, okay, Lisa, whenever you're done eating all night long, sitting on the couch, just let me know. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hear this? Wow. I think they use this in weddings, do they? Mr. Fry.
The lady that cut my hair did this side good because it like curls up good, but this side looks horrible. I don't like it.
It might just be the way your hair is naturally curling so that it's not agreeing with the other side.
I don't like this side. It doesn't look
It
stupid.
looks great. I know. But he used to love this piece. Every time it came on. I remember one time I was going to college and my assignment was to go and observe some kind of concert or a symphony. So I went. I think it was a symphony that we had to do. Yeah. Anyway, I did. I went to a symphony with Mr. Fry and we had to observe and write down what we saw. And, my husband was not that kind of person. And me, I could look around and just be like, wow, like everything comes to life. It's like, I'm just like hearing everything and seeing everything like magnified, like all the time, like no matter where I am. And so I was writing and he looked at me, he's like, what are you, nothing was happening. Like we were just sitting there waiting for everybody to come in. He's like, and I was just like writing and writing and writing. And he was like, what are you writing? Like what is possibly happening? So when I hear symphonies that remind me of him, I think of that. In honor of Stephen. That's why I always say, whatever man the Lord will bring to me must be understanding. He has to be really strong. And he has to love Stephen, basically. Yep. And he has to know that we loved him for a very long time, 30 years for me. And he has to understand that when I want to say I miss him, I have to say it. La, da, 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 dum, 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 Nice. So beautiful. So beautiful. See, there are those that create music and those that listen to it. So we are important, even though we don't know how to play these things. Now I know my kids are much older. Some of them are even adults. I even have an adult. I just want to show you. Look what I put in there. I found these in the basement. I washed them out really good, and there they are. That way it'll be a little surprise. It's just fun. I want to show you what else. So now I had all of that soup. I was able to do it. Am I hungry? No. But I'm going to eat all these veggies. Look at it. Carrots, cabbage, bean sprouts, and tofu. Very exciting.